Happy Halloween, everybody. Trick or treat, it's the NBA. We're glad to get spooky with you tonight. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Jennings against Davis.
And knock it down.
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Houghton's checked in for New York. Bayless comes in for Brandon Jennings. Now here is Davis. Defense right on him. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. For Milwaukee, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77%.
Here is Bayless. Beasley the screen. Shot off the screen. That's short off the rim.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Milwaukee shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. 1:58 left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Roten. He's covered by Stockton. Bayless's shot is off. Looking at the last game for Milwaukee, it was a loss to Cleveland.
And really, had they just shot their average from the free throw line in that game, I think that probably changes the outcome.
No doubt. I mean, because there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line.
Beasley with the screen on Davis. Here is Bayless. He's guarded by Davis. And Bayless kicks to Anthony. Just 4 to shoot. New York, no good that time either.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And
they've gotten off to here. Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
Good.
They got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Bucks leading by 10. Here's Davis. That doesn't go either for Davis.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Anthony dishes to Bayless. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Here's Davis. Davis can't get that one to fall. Knicks have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. O'Quinn the pass to Bayless. There's 18 seconds left in the first. Outside, Davis. Beasley with the steal. Here's Anthony. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And before the game, Carmelo Anthony talked about how he prepares himself mentally to care. You don't hear too many players, Greg, saying it's easy. And for the Knicks, Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Lopez. Beasley comes in for Porzingis. Anthony's checked in for Tony Roten. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Brandon Jennings. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Davis in at point guard. Shabazz Muhammad is out there with Thomas Robinson. Then it's Stockton. And it's Papadopoulos in at the center. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Freak in the last matchup against the Cavaliers had a huge game. He finished with 22 points, and it seemed every trip down he would end up at the line. A lot of free throws for him. A strong statement game from him to open up the season. The kind of game this team is hoping to see consistently.
All right, Doris. Well, what do you guys think? Does that kind of big performance energize a player in his next game?
Guys, it's tricky, because when you work as hard as he did in that game, you tend to be a little worn down. But on the other hand, he also has to be feeling terrific in terms of the confidence about the state of his game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I'd say mentally he's in peak condition, while physically he could probably use a recharge.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
That doesn't go either for Davis. Stolen by Robinson. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
No good from Beasley.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Shot from the top of the key, and it's Davis missing. Knicks trail by 14. Aflalo goes in. Outside Anthony. Shoots from the high post, and he hits the jump shot. Anthony's got 6.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here's Davis. That doesn't go either for Davis.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL. Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they are not backing off at all, are they?
Here is Bayless. He's guarded by Davis. Here's Anthony. Thomas Robinson comes up with a rebound.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
They set the pick. Outside for Davis. 24 seconds left now here in the second. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 16.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Aflalo, that's good. 7 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Davis. And another basket for Milwaukee. And we've reached halftime in this one. Bucks ahead, up by 15. And we'll see you back here after the break for 3rd quarter basketball. And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. Freak really making a difference here.
Yeah, he was in attack mode from the word go. Came out very aggressive.
So the Knicks making a change here. Roten's checked in. And so here is New York. 6-point game. Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then it's Tony Roten. Then it's Anthony. And it's Jennings in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the 3rd. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Davis drives in.
Move the ball. Stick it.
Great D that time from Jennings.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And that one's good, Anthony.
They're shooting it quite well now. Again, function of shot selection, ball movement. Guys are in rhythm, confident, free-flowing, and they're knocking down their shots.
And that one's good. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Roten, the pass to Porzingis. Roten, no good.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Davis. That one wide left. Knicks trail by 5. Right side, Jennings. Anthony drawing the double team. New York moving the ball around. Roten. That three off the mark. The Bucks shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Outside, Davis. Free throw line jump shot. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And now a 7-point Bucks lead.
You have to be disciplined on defense, Kevin. Biting on every pump fake isn't going to get it done.
Roten kicks to Lopez. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Lopez has got 9.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Here's Parker. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And a chance here to check out how the Bucks ranked in the NBA last season. 2nd in rebounding, 6th in steals. And they were top 10 in opponent field goal percentage. That's a good indicator of a team getting it done defensively.
Yeah, and going back to their rebounding, very few teams could outmuscle them inside. The size and toughness to scrap for every carom off the backboard.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And that one falls for Parker. For the Knicks, Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Lopez. Beasley comes in for Porzingis. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Brandon Jennings. The Bucks also with the sub. Stockton's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And he can't hit the second. Knicks trail by 6. Bayless dishes to Roten. To the paint. A shot by Anthony, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, and I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Back to Anthony. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in the game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
Here's Davis. Comes up empty down low. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Bucks lead by 7. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway.
And no matter
And the final period of play just about to start. Here's Middleton. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Hill is out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Thomas Robinson. Then it's Greg Monroe. And it's Muhammad in at the 3 spot. Beasley the screen. Now here's Roden. T right on him. Tries again. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Bucks.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point. But their legs still look fresh.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
And he makes the first. Zingas, he's checked in for Roten. And Milwaukee also making a switch. And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Shabazz Muhammad. And so Quinn nails both of them. Bucks leading by 7. Screen by Monroe. Hill passes to Monroe. Afflalo pulls it in. Afflalo's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And there's the foul. It's on Arron Afflalo. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Robin Lopez is checked in for the Knicks. Jennings comes in for Jared. Comes in for Robin Lopez. And Roten subbed in for Arron Afflalo. Davis is checked in for the Bucks. Hill kicks to Davis. Good. Davis has got 10 points here in the second half.
You know, his pace makes him really hard to keep track of, guys. I mean, if you lose him, he'll explode to the rim on you.
Dishes to Anthony. Pass to Roten. He tries for 3. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. 10 points for Roten.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Yeah, it took them a while, but now they're starting to get into a flow. From outside, and boy, is that time.
Now the feed to Carmelo. Here's Porzingis. No good. The Bucks go the other way with it. At one point, they led by 16. Antetokounmpo kicks to Parker. And Davis, here we go. That doesn't go either for Davis. Knicks trail by 4. Here's Jennings. Here's Roten. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Monroe.
Excellent game we've seen from Tony Roten. He's got 10 points and 7 assists.
As successful as he's been inside and outside, it's posing some serious matchup problems for the defense.
You know, when a guy's having such a complete game like he is today, fellas, it's really the most difficult type of guy to try to defend because you don't know what to take away.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Lopez comes in for Michael Beasley. And it's Afflalo in for Brandon Jennings. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
He gets them to within one possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
And Davis, here we go. And that one's good.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
And that one falls for Davis.
And that tacks another big point onto the lead. Great N1 play, showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey guys, well, Kurt Rambis had some advice for the team in that last break. He told them, hey guys, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. We're still alive in this thing. All we need to do is rely on each other. Let's stay aggressive, stick together, and play as a team. We're coming back. Back to you, Kevin.
Anthony against Antetokounmpo. Anthony drawing the double team. Plenty of space. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Davis drives in and stolen by Roten.
It's going to take something special for them to come back now.
Well, I would say something special and some luck as well, or good fortune, however you want to phrase it.
And Afflalo wide open. He shoots. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. 14 points for Aaron Afflalo.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
Davis with it. Monroe sets a screen for Davis and stolen by Roten. Sinks it, and he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time, milk the clock a little bit. Check out these handles. That's rush hour handle. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Knicks City Dancers.
There's 42 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really an extraordinary game for Davis. He's got 27 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin. Everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
And, guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
.26 seconds left in the game. Now here's Jennings to the paint. And here's O'Quinn. Bayless gets the three-pointer to fall.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
And he commits the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And he does get the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Now Afflalo. Anthony, the pass to Porzingis. Shoots the three. It falls.
And And since the start of the fourth quarter, that 3-point.
All right, now. What's up, girl?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
Seeing Freak dominate the way he did tonight reminded me of watching him play in high school. He was a man among boys. He was a 4-time consensus all.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.